What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, delarose.com. That's DELARROZ.com. Disney just finished up with WandaVision on their network, and I really enjoyed the first beginning of it. I thought it was really cool and creative looking. Then it kind of watered down into a more generic Marvel setting, which is fine. I mean, there was a lot of action. It was pretty good. The SJW nonsense was minimal, and so they seem to be on the right track with their Disney Plus content from what I've seen so far. Between this and The Mandalorian, it's been pretty decent. And the next up on the docket is going to be the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that's coming out in about a week from now. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit. I watched the trailer today and just wanted to give a little bit of my reaction. Now, if you love comic books, if you love fun, if you love superheroes and all of this stuff, please go to my Indiegogo right now where you can back my book, Deus Vult. It has Conan the Barbarian level art from the 1970s. Well, my book's not from the 1970s, but it's got similar art to that. We are trying to really up the bar in comic books to bring you great action and fun like you would enjoy from those older Marvel comics, which are inspiring these great TV shows. So please go to the link in my description below, hit that, and check it out for yourself. I appreciate everybody who reads the books and supports the channel. You guys are the best. All right, let's get to this. So the trailer starts off in an interesting sort of deal. You kind of get this buddy cop vibe from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They're upset. They don't look like they're happy to be working together. It's a pretty standard setup for an action movie. You know, I always make fun of this with my wife. I always call it the 80s cop movie sort of thing. And this is what they're doing with the superhero right here. You can tell. And I got a voice for it and everything. I go, I'm a cop, and I'm a damn good one, too. Which I kind of got from that Kung Fu, what was that movie? Gosh, I can't even remember the title of it. There was a Kung Fu movie that they put out on YouTube a few years back, and it was just hilarious, making fun of those sort of movies like that. But this is a serious version of that, and you get that sort of vibe here. You can see their angry faces at first. They're going to have to learn to work together as partners, even though they don't want to, and they're both trying to get the shield of Captain America and take up the mantle. So it's actually a really good start. If you look at it from a writing perspective, you've got conflict between the characters. You've got goals for the characters that are clearly established. Even just in a shot like this, you can tell what's going on that level. And it's a good development from the get-go. Of course, then the trailer goes right into action. So they're showing off that they're going to be pushing the boundaries of action a bit more than they've done in a lot of these TV spots before. You don't really get a lot of big superhero flight like this because it's very expensive to do on the effects level, which is exciting. I mean, I'm glad to know that they're really going to be putting their all into this and not just kind of resting on the laurels of the sort of more street level superheroes. This is really a bigger venture for Disney TV than has been done in a while. Now, on the DC side, of course, they've done that sort of thing with Superman over the years, and they've got Supergirl out there and things like that. But if you notice in those episodes, they really spend a lot of time developing the Clark Kent and the newspaper persona stuff so that you're really spending more time on that personal drama than on this stuff. I don't get the vibe that that's happening here. This feels like a complete action flick because if you get into the next scene in here, we've got them fighting on top of a train. You've got a pretty tense situation. Really cool stuff. So they're really pushing that this is going to be a full-on action movie. And I think that's what the audience wants. That's definitely what I want out of things. So I'm pretty excited just from this level. We've got about a week to go on this, so we'll see how it goes. On the Marvel end, I've noticed just from what they're doing in the books, in the collected edition worlds, they're really amping up Captain America books for sale. They just came out with a reprint of the Jack Kirby Captain America era omnibus, some Golden Age Captain America stuff. They've got a Rick Remender Captain America omnibus coming out. They're re-releasing all the Ed Brubaker stuff, which is, of course, where the Winter Soldier originally came from, some of the best Captain America out there, and that's going to be a 5 omnibus set as well. So they really are ramping up the sort of marketing on these characters on this level, which is really interesting, and they didn't do that as much with WandaVision if you look at it. There were a couple different books that came out, but I really feel like they weren't confident in that series, and they were very much testing the market there. This one, they're giving their full to, so I expect there to be a lot of discussion on this. I expect them to really pull out the stops on this series from the effects level and just from the action level and the fun level, because they really want to reinvest people into this next phase of Marvel movies, and this is going to be their test spot to do it. So we'll see how it goes. We'll be covering this series as it goes along. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. And again, back to Deus Volt. Leave a comment down below what you're thinking about this series. We'll talk to you guys soon.